Hello guys, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, this is my channel, and as the title down below would have told you, I am doing a review on this lovely book here. Now, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button down below, and if you like this video, smash the thumbs up. It's always greatly appreciated. I'm so close to 100 subscribers, guys. I am on 97 currently, and oh my gosh, I am so happy that you guys are following me through this, and it just means the world to me, and I thought I'd let you guys know that. But yes, I know this video is a day late, or a day or two, depending on when I get a chance to upload this, but university work has kicked my ass, as well as what I'm pretty sure I'm coming down with, like a bug or something. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. But either way, that's not the point of this video. Let's just get straight on into it. Where do I begin with this book? Okay, I loved the first two. So for those of you who don't know, I'm talking about Heir, which is by Sarah J Maas, or Maas, I apologise if I can't say her name correctly. It is the third book in the Throne of Glass series. Now, I am in love with this series, and I don't know how long it's been going on for, but it's like this massive following. I think she's on like book 6 now, writing book 7. But I have ordered the other one, so I'm very excited to receive that. But the first one was all about this lass called Selena, or Selena. No one can ever pronounce her name. No one knows how she is supposed to be pronounced, but they are coming out with a TV show, for those of you who didn't know. Don't know when, but we haven't heard anything other than they've written a script. That's it. That's all we know. But yes, so going back to the book, the first book was all about her being an assassin. She was a slave up in Endover, and then the king's like this douchebag basically, and she's fighting in this competition to become the king's champion. Now, I loved that storyline completely, and there was a bit of mystery thrown in. And then there was the second book, so spoilers, by the way, there are spoilers for the first two books, and I think I'm gonna have some spoilers for this book in here, so if you're not wanting spoilers, don't watch. So obviously after the first one, or in the first one, she became the king's champion, and then the second one's all about her bidding for the king, and finding out that there is actually this rebel alliance for this long lost princess, and apparently this long lost princess is heading it, and she's like a fae or a half fae, and basically it's all about her finally realising that well, she's always known the king's a douchebag, but it was about her finding out that there's actually more that she can be doing as his champion that's actually against him. It's all very intertwined and complex. And now this one, holy crapoly, does this delve into the magical properties of Sarah J Maas's books. Okay, so I had an inkling, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I had an inkling, or I completely smashed and guessed it, basically, that Selena was in fact Eileen, or Aileen, I don't know how to pronounce their names, who is this long lost princess. So she figures that out, or she remembers it, should I say, because we find out she actually knew the entire time. And Kale finds out right at the end of the second book. Brilliant ending to a book, completely unexpected that Kale find out, and like, oh my gosh, you're sort of thinking, what? Because Selena and Kale were kind of a thing, and I shipped them very hard, okay? I wanted Kale and Selena together. Then there's this person called Rowan in this book, right here, this book I'm holding. And then he comes along and completely crushes my ship, makes me think Kale's an idiot, and that he should be with Selena. Now, besides completely blowing up the ship that I thought I'd be shipping for the entirety of this series, Rowan is badass. People, like, I've seen people on the internet complain that he's abusive, he's rude, but the thing is, he's trying to get her stronger, and you know what? Funnily enough, his tactics worked. And yes, he was rather harsh to her. They didn't really like each other at the beginning. And then, you know, at the end, he's like really protective of her. And you know what? You guys might think I'm crazy, but I absolutely love their relationship. Sod Kale. But I'm like, oh, Kale is in this, but it's mainly based on Selena, because she's left and she's gone to this other, like, continent, as it were, because it works a bit differently because it's world creation and all that, where, like, the Fae, the gate to the Fae world, city thing is. And so she goes to this sort of, what's a guard tower basically, and she starts learning to fight there because she wants to get into this Fey realm to talk to her aunt, who's like this all-powerful biatch. But anyway, this all-powerful woman, and she's like scary, she's as old as time itself and all of that jazz. So because at first we met Elena in the first book, and it was we thought she was gonna, well, I thought she was gonna be quite prominent in it. She's not. She was in the first one and a bit in the second one, and that was it. She wasn't in this book at all. She was mentioned, and then, but the thing is, this is a very, very dark book. I'm not on about blood, guts and gore. I mean, there is fighting and there's mentions of blood and guts. So, but it hones into very dark concepts. Like, there's a lot about depression. There's a lot about, but mainly it's depression. I'm just going to put that out to you guys, because obviously Nehemia died in the first book. No, oh my god, the two books have melded together. I don't know if it was the first or the second book now. It was the first one. No, it was the second book, because that's when her and Kale went to crap, right? It was the second book. Nehemia was Selena's best friend, and so Selena starts training with Rowan, based off, like, because she promised Nehemia she was going to make the world a better place, all that jazz. Basically, they're all trying to get rid of this douchebag king, and it's her rightful place on the throne. And then we meet, in this one, we properly meet this character called Adian, I believe his name is, and he's Selena's cousin. And I'm already in love with him. I think he's absolutely fantastic. But he was sort of like a spy. Like, he was playing both sides, basically. He was just waiting for his, not niece, cousin. He was waiting for his cousin to come back. And when he finds out she's back, and it's just so cute. And they haven't even met, and I already love their relationship and their dynamic. Like, haven't re-met, because they were met when they were kids. There's a lot about, quite a bit of flashbacks near the end of this book. But that was because she was this was the point of this monster, basically, is to push her through like her darkest like nightmares and memories and stuff like that. That's another thing. There is a lot of, like, it goes through Selena's past, and it's not a very pretty past. If you're looking for a light and fluffy book, you are in the wrong place. Like, the first one, quite easy reading. Yes, there is some mention of blood, guts and gore, but it's not too in-depth. It's not like Stephen King. And the second one, it got a bit darker, but not like drastically dark, because there was a lot of romance in that one, but not a lot, but there was romance in that one because it was all about Kale and Selena. Now this one, there is no romance, although you can argue Rowan and Selena, there is romance there, but they're not quite together yet, and I'm really hoping they are, like, in the rest of the books, because, guys, I really ship it. But, like, there's no romance. It is basically just about Selena battling out of this, like, dark hole she's dug herself into, and she's, like, blaming herself because she used to be an assassin, so she thinks she is scum. And then Rowan, very harshly, is trying to pull her out of this hole, tell her to get herself together. Like, she doesn't want to be this princess, she doesn't want the throne or anything like that. And then the end is absolutely fabulous, because, well, she claims to be who she is, and she wants the throne, and she's badass, and now she's linked to Rowan, which is why I really want to get her, because it's just so cute. And guys, I'm seriously in love with this book, and I don't even know if this isn't even a proper review. This isn't like my normal. But guys, seriously, if you have not picked up the Throne of Glass series, what are you doing? This is, for those of you who haven't realised yet, this is a fantasy. Oh, here we are. Here are all the books. If it will focus. It's trying, guys. But no, so there's Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire. I've ordered Queen of Shadows. Yeah, and that's a prequel, which I still need to read. There's Empire of Storms. And I believe Tower of Dawn is the next one. There might be another story out as well. I don't know, like another short story. Like Kale's story might be out. I can't remember. But I know there's definitely another one after Empire of Storms, which I do believe is called Tower of Dawn. And this is the first thing I ever read, not this book, but the Throne of Glass series is the first thing I ever read by Sarah J Maas. And she's got another series out, A Court of Mist and Fury. No, A Court of Thorn and Roses is the first one. I haven't read them yet, but I'm seriously tempted to after this. But I'm in love with these characters, and I think Rowan is my new favourite character. But I've probably gone way off tangent. But going back to Kale, because I absolutely adored him in the first one. The second one, he got a bit, like there was just a bit something off about him. I don't know. I love Dorian as well, Prince Dorian, but Prince Dorian at the end of this, Prince Dorian's going through loads of crap as well. I mean, he's trying to battle his magic, and as I said, there's not a lot. There's not a lot on the other people. It flicks back between each person. Speaking of, okay, no, I'm gonna get this thought out, guys. I'm sorry, I'm actually gonna get this thought out. So Kale, it's absolutely dull in this book. It's all I was trying to say. I just think he was Kale enough. It's probably because he didn't have Selena to bounce off of. I don't know the reason, but he was busy pining after her. They're not admitting he's pining after her, and it was a bit sad and pathetic, if I'm honest with you guys. So as much as I loved Kale in the first two, did my head in this book. Now, the other part I was trying to say is this part about the wyverns, and I'm in love. I want one. They're basically just dragons, but more scary. And I was a bit confused as to why it was part of this story. I thought maybe Dorian or Selena might have like met them or whatever, but I think it's set it up very, very well for the next book, because it's all about these witches, these iron witches and blue witches and yellow leg witches. And they're all battling for dominance, basically, to get their homeland back, because their homeland was taken over by someone or something, by another witch or whatever. So they're just trying to get their homeland back, and by doing so, they've got a deal with the king, so they're going to be part of his army by flying the wyverns, and I just think that's pretty cool. But I really hope, in the end, that the main character, if I can remember her name, Manon, whatever her name is, one of them, Manon, but I love her. She is absolutely fantastic, and her whole thing is she hasn't got a heart. She's really beautiful, and she's like a killer, like she's born to kill, and she's an iron witch, and that's what they do. They have no mercy, all of that. And I just love, like, the 13, they're like, they're a witch cult, they're a witch coven, sorry, basically, but the 13 is like all really, really powerful witches who all stick together, and they're all part of Manon's group. Like, Manon's the leader of these people because she's the heir to the Iron Witch's throne, as it were, and they want to retake their homeland. And then they've got the blue witches and the yellow leg witches trying to stop them, basically. So they're all just fighting to get this throne back, and then the wyverns come in, and the wyverns were being bred by the king's men, and they just are fantastic. And the way she wrote those scenes, you could see Manon's cracks in her facade, and I just found it really, really cute, because she was hard as nails in the beginning, and then she just softens for this one wyvern, and it's just so cute, and I really love it. And I suppose it's their way of it's her way of getting dragons into it but not having dragons. And I just think it's fantastic, but I really hope at the end Manon is on Selena's side, because I just want Selena to rule it all, because I am madly in love with Selena and Rowan, and just them together as a power couple. And I've seen some little spoilery type things on the internet about Manon and Dorian, but I don't know if that's just what fans want. Like, fans want Destiel from Supernatural, or Sabriel from Supernatural. Destiel I can kind of see. I don't ship it personally, but I can kind of see it. But Sabriel, I don't understand it, guys. Like, why? Well, why? But anyway, so I don't know if it's like that type of thing, or whether they actually meet and get together and all of that. So I don't know that yet. But my point is I love this book to pieces. Sarah J Maas is a fabulous addition to your collection. I'm so excited to read the fourth one. I read this in a day and a half, and with uni work, that's pretty difficult. But I could not put this down. Literally, you could ask my friends, they will tell you I could not put this down. And it's so pretty. I love her covers, where it's her at the back in like a dress, and then her in her fighting gear, and it's just pretty and fabulous, and I just love the storyline so much, and I'm so excited to read more. So in other words, guys, I am giving this book 5 out of 5 stars, because I have to. I mean, I gave the first one 5 out of 5 stars. I gave the second one 4 out of 5 stars. So basically, Sarah J Maas is doing very, very well for herself on my channel. Very well for herself. So that has been me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it, as much as I enjoyed reading this book. I'm sorry that it's a bit late. I mean, as I said, uni work is kicking my ass. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, as I said. Hit the big red subscribe button. Let's keep the number rising. You guys are all fabulous. Thank you for following me on this journey. And I will see you guys in another video.